Okay, hello everybody. Seems like your favorite vlogger is back again with another live session on YouTube and Instagram. I'm gonna keep coming, guys, and I'm gonna keep on showing up because I promised myself that for the next 28 days, I'm gonna have you guys join me to help you all become successful. So people are joining on Instagram. Guys, I know I keep bothering you guys on Instagram. Every single day I'm coming back, and you're probably asking yourself, what's the deal with this guy? Here's the deal. I'm just trying to help you guys out. And I hope you guys are loving it. At least for the first few days, you guys are going to love it because most of the stuff I keep talking about is going to be very relatable to you. But in a few days, it's going to get all technical. Hey, Zawad, thank you so much for joining, man. Javer Hussein, Afraz. Let's see who's joining on Instagram right now. We got a lot of engagement going on. Sheikh Mahdi, blah blah blah. Fatima Zohra, loyal live audience member. Lazine Mona, purple vibe. That's a vibe. Mabur joined. Great, good, awesome, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on Instagram. However, ultimately, I want to migrate this whole thing to YouTube because things are gonna get technical in the next few days. However, studying abroad advice kind of applies for everybody. So if you really want to stay along with me or tag along with me on that journey, just make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And look, I'm going to show up for the next 28 days. I'm going to be here for the 28-day success roadmap for international students. I have promised myself that I'm going to help 1% of students who want to study abroad make them extremely successful, help them make money, help them start a business, help them get the jobs that they dream of, and really maximize on the experience that they're going to have when they move abroad. Plus, I'm going to share some nuggets about regarding career development, all that stuff that you guys are going to have access to. And it's really going to help you out with your life anyway. Okay, so my name is Z. Obviously, most of you guys know me as Z. My full name is Said Zihad, and I'm the host of the 28-day success roadmap for international students. And the reason why I really launched this, guys, think about it, like, why would I have to show up 11 p.m. at night where I didn't want to show up, but I want to for you guys? Like, why am I doing this? Who is this show for? It's only for students who just want to be successful. If you're just someone who want to move abroad just because you want to leave the country, this show is not for you. If you want to move abroad, you want to make a lot of money. Hey, Saif, thank you for joining on YouTube, man. You're my only viewer on YouTube right now. So it's really cute. It's all about people who want to become successful when they move abroad. If you're being told that you're not enough, that you're not living up to your potential, and if you feel like society is just kind of bashing you down and you're not, even if you know that you have the skill sets, you have the drive, but the rich people are getting ahead of you, people who have political connections are getting ahead of you, this is the show to be on, because I'm literally going to reveal my secrets. Like, my dad doesn't come from a political background. The way I developed my career has absolutely no correlation to my dad's line, right? Like, my dad is a businessman in the garments industry. Like, I'm doing something in the higher education industry. Like, there is no correlation to that. So how did I establish the things that I did in my life? By myself, as an immigrant who actually moved to Canada, and I was just like you 10 years ago. Okay, what was the mindset? What was the action? What was the roadmap? What was the blueprint? I'm gonna give it all away. All you guys have to do is just show up to these live sessions, okay? Plus, in just about 7 minutes, one of my biggest videos is launching, which is the lifestyle of international students in the UK. This is honestly, I poured my heart into this video. So while you guys are watching this live, there's going to be some stories that goes up on my Instagram. Make sure to go check it out. This video is going to literally blow your mind. The perspective, the lifestyle you're about to see. It's honestly very impressive, and I think you're gonna have fun, okay? So while you're at it, if you skip out of the live, make sure to go check out that video. I'm gonna be posting the stories of that while I do this with you guys, okay? Like, we're gonna do this together, so it's gonna be fun. Who's excited for today's live session? Just go nuts in the chat right now. Who's excited? I wanna get at least like 7 or 8 heck yeses. Let's do it, guys. Let's see, who is excited for today's live sessions? Jawad is excited. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. So Zawad Hassan, where are you guys coming from? You guys are coming from Dhaka. What parts of Dhaka are you guys coming from today? Let me know in the chat. See the energy that I have to bring in for you guys? Come on, guys. You got to pay me some money for that, okay? And by the way, this 28-day success roadmap, I'm going to build a product out of this. You guys are getting it for free right now. Just a month later, this is going to be a paid product. I'm going to package it up and I'm going to sell it to students. You guys are lucky, okay? So Nova Scotia. Oh, wow. People are joining from Canada already. That's very interesting. What, you want to come live, man? Like, do you want to join me on this live session and tell me why you have joined, Zawad? That's very interesting that you're already in Canada and you're joining me for this live session. What do you want to get out of it? If you want to come live, just request it. I'll put you up here. Who else is out here? Yes, excited. Purple Vibe. Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. Coolio. So let's get to the meat of this series. Okay, so what motivated me to choose this topic? So the topic today is, what are going to be the stages in the journey as an international student, if you're going to be an international student? Yesterday we talked about the trajectory, right? The trajectory means the path. Like you need to envision an amazing path for yourself, right? It's like, hey, you know what? Oh, wait. Probably pause. Okay, so you might be thinking like, okay, this is the great path I'm going to go on, but here are some stages that you're going to go through. And what I'm going to be talking about today is what you need to be aware of, because most students think there's only 3 stages, but there is about more than 10 stages, guys, okay? And you got to make sure that you make the best decisions in each stage. It's like if you have the best machine, but if your switch doesn't work, your machine won't work. So everything needs to work properly in sync, right? So if that's the case, and that's how it needs to be, what are the, oops, just a second. Okay, so what are the stages that you need to become aware of, and what are typically the mistakes or the challenges you're going to face? Today, I'm only going to give you guys the stages. I'm not going to get into the details of how to make better decisions stuff, but I will tell you what are the challenges you guys are going to face in each stage, okay? And also, you can use this live session to practice your English, practice with me your enunciations if you feel like it. It's not like I'm bragging, but hey, guess what? Every time I show up for an IELTS speaking test, I'm getting a 9. So there is a reason. Okay, so let's do this. So yesterday we talked about the trajectory and your path. Today we're going to be talking about the stages that you're going to go through as an international student. Now, let me ask you this. Obviously, you guys know Tiger Woods, Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Muhammad Ali. All these guys are good at one thing. Cristiano Ronaldo is good in soccer. Messi is good in soccer. Roger Federer is good in tennis. Tiger Woods is good in golf. Muhammad Ali is great in boxing. All these legends trained their entire life to be just good at one thing. And guess what? Even if they're the best right now, they still have coaches that still train every single day. Now, why am I telling you this? The reason why you never almost hear an international student's success story is because nobody trains, obviously, and nobody's dedicated with the process of preparation. Why do I say this? Think about it. As an international student, you're going to have to prepare for your IELTS, admissions, visa. You're going to have to prepare for how to get jobs, how to make money, how to really build an amazing lifestyle once you move abroad. Dude, how much time are you giving yourself to excel in all these things? 2 months, 1 month? Let's talk about the legends. They've been dedicating their entire life to be the best at that one thing. This is the single biggest reason why international students often don't have success stories, because you don't give yourself enough time to prepare. You underestimate the time it's going to take. So even if it's 2 years right now that you're planning on moving abroad, you should start now. Okay? And this is exactly how you should be preparing for each stage. Let's talk about it. Students think there are only 3 stages to their journey as an international student. They think it's just IELTS, admissions, and visa. That's all they ask. You go into every single YouTube channel of other YouTubers making videos. Every time you're going to see students asking these stupid questions of, is there full scholarship? Can I cover my cost of study? What is the admission requirement? What is the visa requirement? How can I get my visa? I heard colleges don't offer your visa. Man, there's so much more for you to think about. How do you make friends? Nobody asks about that. How are you going to build your network? Where do you show up? Who do you approach once you get there? Why do international students why can't international students manage professional jobs? Nobody ever asks these type of questions. Why? It's because you don't know what's coming. Okay, you're just stuck on these things that local agents have infused in your head, and you're kind of brainwashed to only think about it. Not enough successful people are coming forward and giving you the perspective of what life is actually going to be like, and more importantly, how fun it could be. Okay, I'm here to tell you how fun and awesome your lifestyle is going to be as an international student. Okay, so let's get to it. The very first thing, what you should do is you should start maybe open up a note on your phone, open up a Word document or whatever. Okay, the very first thing, the stage that comes in your journey as an international student is program determination. Okay, program determination. You need to figure out what you're passionate about. The number one reason why most students almost hate what they study is because they never invest time into thinking what program are they passionate about. So when it comes time to just asking their peers, asking for advice like, hey, what should I study? What are the highest paying jobs? That is the wrong way. We're going to discuss that in obviously upcoming live sessions. Every stage that I'm going to give you guys, we're going to have dedicated live sessions for each in the upcoming days. Okay, so program determination is the first one. Next up, destination determination. Once you figure out what you want to study, where in which city abroad, like let's say you're planning on going to UK, or let's say you're planning on going to Canada, which destination is going to be best for you? Your number one objective is, where do you get the most job opportunities and where are you going to have an amazing lifestyle? So many international students, they get sent to Saskatchewan in the middle of nowhere. They get sent to Manitoba. Why are you going to Manitoba? Why are you going to Saskatchewan? There's absolutely nothing in Saskatchewan. Ask yourself this. If I ask you, if you're someone who studies in North-South University, Brack University, or the top-tiered institutions in Bangladesh, and if I ask you to go study at a stupid university in Rajshahi, would you do that? Possibly not. There are stupid institutions in Canada as well, or UK as well. Why are you guys going there? You shouldn't, right? So pick the right destination, and then you're going to pick the institution within that city. Okay, whatever institution you choose at that point, if you can maximize your job opportunities there, you're going to have an amazing lifestyle. Okay, this is the number one reason also why international students don't get professional jobs, is because they go to these cities where there are no professional jobs. Imagine I put you in Bogra in Bangladesh. What kind of job opportunities are going to be there? Freaking nothing, right? Are you going to be like a star? Absolutely no. Like, you're going to have to come back to where the money is, which is Dhaka, which is Chittagong. These are the major cities in Bangladesh. That's where the money is. So you got to be where the money is at when you move abroad. So if you go to these small cities where there's no life, okay, you're definitely going to be working at a Tim Hortons flipping burgers. That's exactly why so many international students get scammed into going to these stupid institutions. Number 4, just because you think you're going to have to finish your HSC and SSC before moving abroad and starting on your plans, guys, your parents might not have their funds set up properly. So just by the time you think you're done with your HSC or the A-levels or the bachelor's, you may not have enough time to prep up your funds anymore. So start working on your funds even before you're done with your exams. All these things that I just said, you need to get it all done before your exams, okay? And the way you do this is by watching YouTube videos. Learn about what are the fund requirements? How do they need to be groomed up? Like, is your father only doing cash transactions? Because if they're doing cash transactions, there's not going to be any history of cash in his or her bank account if your mother is a business person, or even if they're a job holder. Most parents in Bangladesh don't do their transactions or finances through bank accounts. They do it through cash. That becomes a big, big obstacle for so many students, which leads to them getting a visa rejection. Don't be that person. Talk with your sponsor, get in a conversation with your parents, tell them what it's about, get them to prepare early on. Okay, so after your funds, look, if you had a heart disease, would you pick up a book on how to fix your heart and then you would fix your own heart? You wouldn't do it, right? You would just rather go to a doctor. I have seen students trying to save just a few $100s, trying to do it all by themselves, and then most of them end up with a stupid visa rejection. Why are you guys doing that? Your job as an international student is to learn how to get jobs, how to be successful, not how to do your visa process. Okay? Like you hire a driver to drive your car, not so that you can drive the car. Okay? When you buy a car, just be in the back seat. Earn it. Okay? Learn how to make more money so you can buy a nicer car. Don't be the stupid driver, don't be the stupid mechanic. Okay? Hire a mechanic to fix your car for you. So as agents, we are those people, okay? Like you hire us. We have done hundreds of applications. We had back-to-back visa approvals today, right? Why do we have that? Because we're experienced. Of course, there's lots of scam agents. You're going to have to figure out who are the good agents. Obviously, we're going to cover that. But go hire an agent. And the biggest mistake students do, they work with agents who never stepped a foot abroad. Don't do this. I have studied abroad. I know the life abroad. I literally built my company around the journey of an international student. Who's the owner of BSB? Nobody knows, right? They're just in here for business. There are other agencies whose founders actually studied abroad, and they have established the right procedures and infrastructures to help international students out. So work with people who have studied abroad and ask about their story. Like, why did you guys start this company? Okay, look at how knowledgeable they are when you ask them hard questions, or do they just want to sign you up? Okay, so all these things matter. Obviously, as I said, every single stage that I'm giving you guys, I'm going to make a dedicated live session out of it so you know all the details. So that's all coming. So we covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 stages: program determination, destination determination, institution selection, funds preparation, agent search, now IELTS preparation. You got to do all these things even before your exams are done. So many students, they wait till their exams are over and then they start their admissions visa IELTS process and they get bad marks. Okay, they do horrible in their IELTS exam, and now they're having to pay extra for another test. It gets really expensive because now you have to also defer your semesters. It gets also stressful. You don't want that, okay? So start preparing for your IELTS. If your English isn't like me, get honest with yourself. How much time do you need to prepare for your IELTS? After your IELTS preparation, I would say if you really want to do good in your IELTS exam, you need at least 6 months of good preparation, okay? After your IELTS preparation, now by this time, hopefully you're done with your exams. This is when you start your admission application process. Now it's going to be buttery smooth for you. You know why? Because you already know what program you want. You already knew what prerequisites, where the prerequisites. So you have prepared early on. You know which university you want to go to. You know which destination you want to go to. Okay. Once you figure this out, admission is just going to be like a breeze. Okay. It's helping you save time, save stress. Okay, that's the best thing about preparing early. After your admission process, obviously it's the visa process, but guess what? Because you had already prepared for your visa early on, again, this is going to be a breeze. I'm going to give all the details of what gets involved in a visa process. Here's the thing, I'm not going to give out like the academic boring details as to, okay, here are the document checklists, this and that. I'm not going to give you guys that because it gets really boring. As I said, hire an agent for this stupid, administrative, boring work, okay? So after your visa process, this is where it gets really exciting, but I'm going to take a pause right now to get the questions from you guys. So one question that nobody answers properly is that what's the minimum amount of money one should pay or have for going abroad? Minimum. So here's the trick. So many agents are going to tell you, you only need 30 lakhs to move abroad. That is a complete lie if that's for Canada. For UK, you can show 30 to 40 lakhs. Now, I would recommend 40 lakhs because the value of the pound has gone up. So for UK, maybe 40 lakhs. For Canada, absolutely 50 to 55. Without that, your visa is not going to be guaranteed. Hope that answers your question. And the reason I said that agents lie about this is because some agents, or majority of the agents in Bangladesh, are actually not in the visa processing business. They're what's called the file opening business. They're going to get the file opening free from you, and they're going to say, pay us after the visa so they can sign up as many customers. And once they get that file opening fee, even if you don't get the visa, they're never going to refund you that money. So they're in the file opening fee business. So if they say it's 30 lakhs, it attracts you because you don't have enough money and you feel comfortable, and they sign you up. Okay. What about Australia? Yeah, you need even more money for Australia, actually, because right now I think you need about 57 lakhs or something like that. Okay, so they say first year and second year of first year tuition and 1 year of living, but it's always kind of 2 years tuition and 1 year of living. Okay, that's something that we have experienced. Hope that answers your question. Okay, now you're done with your visa process, guys. By the way, in the background, my video on Facebook is up. If you guys are gonna go check it out, make sure to go check it out. It's an awesome video. Please go check it out. Okay. You can just go find me on Facebook as Z Vlogs. Let's say once you're done with your visa process, you have been able to hire a good agent. Guys, I have seen so many students waste their stupid time stressing about the visa, worrying about this and that. Your job is not to worry about the process, right? Your job is to keep on building on skills. If you hired a good agent, you don't need to stress, right? If you're stressing, that means you had a bad agent to start with in the first place. Okay. One of the things that we're extremely proud of, like just as I'm doing this live, I'm seeing the 5-star reviews coming in for Connected. Like we got so many 5-star reviews today from our customers, right? Because if there's one thing that we do for our customers, we take the stress away. Okay. Our job is not to get you to stress. But anyway, once you're done with your visa process, you're going to get about 2 months. These 2 months are absolutely crucial for you to develop your soft skills. Okay, I'm gonna cover exactly what you guys need to do, but don't do dumb stuff during this time. Every single day, invest time into learning skills related to your program. Learn what it takes to get a job there. Learn what it takes to network over there. Get better at communication. Cut off your friends, go meet new people, and learn how to talk to strangers. Because when you move to Canada, you're not going to have anybody to that you know. So you're going to be talking to strangers. So right now, if you don't have that skill, it's going to be extremely hard for you because talking to strangers is not that easy, right? So build on your skills. And let's say now you have your visa, then you're going to have to think about your residence. That's absolutely crucial. Don't wait till you get to Canada to find your residence because you're not the only person who's moving to Canada. Millions of international students are moving abroad, okay? If you don't book your residence early, you're not going to have a place to stay, or you might just find a place that's extremely expensive. After you're done with your residence booking, make sure to book your flights, plus pre-arrival preparation, which is what to pack, what to bring with you. Don't take dumb stuff with you. You don't need knives. You don't need forks. When you move abroad, you can buy that kind of stuff there. You don't need to take blankets with you. You don't need to take hangers with you. I've seen so many international students travel with stupid stuff. Travel like a Chinese person. Chinese people are the fastest. Chinese business people are literally the smartest, quickest, wittiest, and the sleekest travelers I've ever seen. They're just so fast. Okay, be that smart traveler. Don't be the dumb person who's carrying like the blankets your mom has sewn for you. It's cute, I get it, but dude, you're traveling abroad, you're gonna have to leave a lot of stuff behind anyway. Don't get caught up with the memories. Okay, so learn what to pack. Your agent should provide you with a list. That's what we do at Connected. Then once you get there, there's a lot of other things to do, like opening up your student card, getting your SIN number, getting your SIM card, all that stuff. It's a bit crazy. So when you become aware of these things one by one, you know what to do one by one, and it doesn't get stressful for you because the journey of an international student is stressful and it makes sense. It's normal. This is the first time you guys are traveling out of the country. Most of you guys, continents away. Nobody's going to be there to support you. The best thing you can do for yourself is just to make it a little easier than it would have been, right? So that's why I'm here, just to make your journey a little easier. So you're more educated. When you go speak to a person, a friend, an agent, whoever, that's it. Like, Arnav, you're here, man. This friend of mine, he works at Rolls-Royce. So if you want to come live, come join me. I'll put you up here, man. So yeah, pre-arrival housekeeping, post-arrival housekeeping is basically you getting there. There are some things that need to get done in the first week. You need to get it done. You prioritize everything else later, okay? If you want to go around the city, travel, party, do it later, okay? So after you get yourself set up, it's time for you to get involved. And I'm going to give you the juicy details of how you can actually get involved. If there's one thing that I'm proud of me being an international student, dude, I was everywhere. Literally, just type in my name on Google, and you're gonna have so many results around my name, Said Zihad. Like, I was the multimedia coordinator of a newspaper agency. I was the residence coordinator of my residence. I was the communications person. I even forget now what I was. I was the floor representative of my residence. I was the photographer of the community life service events. The list goes on. Okay, so then I joined as a sales rep in a credit card company. I was a vice president of my photography clubs association. I was all over the place, and that's exactly what you guys need to be when you move abroad. Okay, someone asked me, how much do you make per month right now? I'm going to disclose how much I make when I make $1 million. That's basically it. If it's below $1 million, it's not enough. So if you wanted to ask me how much money I make, I'm just going to say it's not enough. I'm really trying to get to the point where I make $1 million a month. That's going to happen. It's going to take probably 5 to 7 years, but I'm going to make it freaking happen. Okay. So, okay, my friends here, let's see. Let's bring him up. Let's see. Wait. He's from Bangladesh, and right now he studied in the UK at Coventry University. Now he's working as something designer or a project engineer at Rolls-Royce. So let's see if he can come up here. What's happening, buddy? How's it going?
What's up, buddy? I'm good. Just got back from the office, so
yeah.
I was just swiping through, and I was like, "You're online." It's always good to hear you. So I was like.
Yeah, man. So the video with you guys is actually up, so you can go watch it anytime. So no, I have a question. Yeah. Yeah. So I have a question for you. After you went to the UK, after your first week, what's the first thing that you did?
After first week, I tried to know how the university. I just tried to network with new people. That's what I did. I tried to make new friends, which are not from my country, which are like locals. Just to give me a bit of experience how to get along in the area in the perspective of a local people.
Right. Okay. Now you work for Rolls-Royce, right? What's your role?
I'm a unit design engineer.
Awesome. What's the one thing that helped you land that job? The one thing that you did different from everybody?
I would say my people skill, like the way I communicate with.
So where did you communicate? Where did you communicate?
I don't have that shyness to talk to anyone, which is like a totally new person.
Yeah.
I haven't met them or anything, so I overcome that that barrier. People get shy. So during an interview, this is my first time coming to a live on someone's podcast. You know what I mean? So I should have stuttered or something, but I'm being normal. I'm being natural. You know what I mean? That's what I did throughout my interview. I showed them the confidence that I'm a.
But how did you get to that interview? Like, what got you selected out of the probably hundreds of people that applied?
Because I think I'm the best. But jokes aside, yeah. I would say, honestly speaking, I think my outgoing personality,
But they don't see the personality before the interview, right? So what was the technical thing that you applied?
I'm trying to find that exact. Maybe I showed them the commitment I have. I showed them that I'm a very committed person, and I showed them my commitment towards the role, towards my education, and they saw me. I came from a different country, and I overcome all the barriers. I got a good degree, I finished. And I had lots of extracurricular activities throughout my university. So that took me a bit away from the other interview as well. So I was doing charity work. I was working for Cancer Research UK. I was doing kind of sales kind of job throughout my university rather than going and working in a shop or something. I was trying to work in places where I can meet new people, where I can make a bit changes towards the community, towards anything that's not just like a robot going to to somewhere and not talking to anyone and just working 8 hours and having no human interaction throughout the job. I never did that kind of job for Bangladeshi.
Sweet. How long did it take you? So from graduation till getting the job, how long did it take you? What was the gap?
I got a job as a startup. Like before this job, I had a job, proper job anyway. So it took me 3 months to land a proper job.
Sweet.
And this job, it took me 6 months to land a job in Rolls-Royce. But before that, I was working for a startup company anyway. That was a full-time job.
Right.
So that took me 3 months.
Right.
So within 3 months, I had a job. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Love it, dude. Well, that's it. I just wanted to share that nugget with the audience. Thanks so much, man, for sharing that. I appreciate it.
Oh, of course, always. I'm like, like yesterday, I finished work. I straight from the office, I went to gym, and you were on live, so I was listening to you as a podcast.
Wow.
Today I was like, okay, I'm on right on time.
That's awesome, man. This guy's from UK is already listening. I love that. Thanks so much, Arnav. I'll catch up with you after. I'll wrap up this live. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Cheers. Bye. Bye-bye. Awesome. Okay, coolio. Guys, so where was I? So this is awesome. So Arnav just shared that it took him 3 months, right, to get the job after graduation, and he's working for Rolls-Royce now. Imagine you being able to share that with your parents. How proud would they feel? That's awesome, right? And these are the examples you guys need to hear all the time. Like, you guys are hearing the stories of these stupid YouTubers who keep talking about there's no professional jobs, blah, blah, blah. Well, here's an example of a Bangladeshi student. He was in my same class, right? And the interesting thing about what I feel proud about Ornab right here, obviously he's not going to take offense to it. He was a very hyper person in our class. And he was the last person we would expect to work in Rolls-Royce because he didn't have that personality of being outgoing. If you put him in the middle of strangers, he wouldn't be able to socialize. But he worked on himself. That was the gap. Maybe Orna was a bit nervous here, but that's exactly what he was trying to say. It's like he worked on himself to build himself up, to be a little better in communication. Because if you look around, man, people suck at communication these days, right? So if you just work a little bit on your communication skills and you know how to be charismatic, present yourself nicely, you're already miles ahead of people, right? And that's exactly what was the secret sauce maybe for Arnold, because so many other people who applied with him maybe just lacked that communication skill, okay? And his passion, desire, and commitment to the role showed to the interviewer. And that's what happened. Okay. So once you get involved, then you're making friends, right? And then you're probably starting to network a little bit. You're getting more involved. Literally just look at bulletin boards. I'm going to give you guys more details in the upcoming lives on this stuff. Big hacks. Okay. It's going to be exciting. So once you get involved, look around for support services, because at the end of the day, you're going to need a lot of help as an international student, right? If you miss family, you're going to miss family at the end of the day, right? I remember after I moved to Canada, for the first 3 months, I didn't feel bad. I didn't miss my family. But on the third month, I literally broke down and I was crying like a baby because I miss my family so much. And it happens to almost every student. You're going to miss your family. You're going to need some support. You're going to need support with assignments, understanding the education system, understanding how everything is so technical, right? Because education in Bangladesh is still pretty manual. When you move abroad, everything is online. Your classes, your assignments being posted, your grades, your quizzes, everything is online. So it's going to take some time for you to get used to it, and you need help to get used to it. So look out for support services. This is the one thing that not a lot of international students take advantage of because it's free, okay? After your support services, this is where you get to shine, which is your career development part, okay? Go all in. And this is where I'm going to blow your mind when it comes to career development. And you need to start this early. So my job was to make you aware of what challenge you're going to face. The challenge you're going to face is that because you want to make some quick money, you're going to go for the minimum wage job. Then you're going to get stuck with the minimum wage job. And then you're not going to have enough time to look for professional jobs, and you're stuck. Okay? Because no professional jobs will hire you looking at your McDonald's experience. Even if, guys, this is the biggest lie recruiters tell you. They're like, oh, it's okay. We appreciate a McDonald's experience. It tells me you have good customer service experience. That's utter crap. I was a recruiter and I was taught to not hire those people. The reason why recruiters say that about the McDonald's employees is because they don't want to look like a dickhead. Okay. Because imagine if they said, yeah, we don't hire McDonald's employees because the job is just horrible, right? How bad would they sound? They would sound stupid. So that's why people just don't say that kind of stuff. But the ugly reality is that people hate it when you have only McDonald's experience. They want professional work experience. Okay. So my job is to bring you the real stuff. So career development, once you start making some money, the next stage in your journey is lifestyle. Now you got to party. You got to go out and live life like you dreamt of. Okay. Minimum wage jobs people cannot do that. They're going to go flip burgers. They're going to have some 2 hours or 3 hours spare time in a day. And they're going to go hang out with their dumb friends who also settled for less and became losers. So when you win, you're going to have a circle of winners around you and you're going to be able to do the fun stuff, right? Why was I able to shoot in music festivals when I was in my second year? Why was I able to travel to Jamaica like I traveled to Europe because I had like a Swedish girlfriend. Like I was experiencing life in a different way than most international students were, right? So I expect the same for yourself. Go all in with your lifestyle because that's exactly why you moved abroad. You moved abroad to have a different lifestyle than the one you already have back home, okay? Following your lifestyle, think about it. We're almost at the end of it, right? At the very beginning, you figured out what you're passionate about. See the signs behind it. You figure out what you're passionate about. Then you figure out which destination in your country that you're planning on going to is going to give you the most jobs. Then you figure out the institution that you might enjoy studying at. Then you're like, okay, let's prepare for my funds early on so that I don't have any issues in the visa process later on. Then you find yourself a trusted agent who's going to help you with the entire process. After you find that, you're going to prepare for your IELTS, get done with the admission process, the visa process. While you wait for your visa to come in, prepare in advance for your skills, which is going to help you land a job related to your field down the road, which so many international students don't do. Once you get your visa, then find out the place you're going to stay and then learn what to pack and what to bring with you so that you don't have any trouble once you get there. Then once you get there, what are the first few things you need to absolutely get done once you get there? Then once you're set, start making friends and get involved. Go everywhere, be everywhere, show up everywhere, talk to everybody, okay? Once you do that, you're going to start building on those communication skills, right? That world knowledge of hanging out with other people. Then you're going to get help from the support services that already exist. If you're going to go through some trouble, which you will, okay, you're absolutely going to need support. And once you're all set, then you're going to start proceeding with your career development. And then you're going to have fun once you start making money. And the last thing that you need to worry about is further immigration down the road, which is your permanent residence. But that's a long way from now, okay? That is basically your journey, the stages of your journey summed up. This is exactly what we're going to be diving deep into over the next 28 days. Well, we're 3 days in, so it's going to be probably 25 days, okay? So every single stage, we're going to go in, we're going to take it down, we're going to freaking show you and rip it apart and give you the real stuff, what it's going to be like and how you maximize on making smart decisions and making amazing choices and go in the right direction, okay? So right now, so someone asked, where are you now? I'm actually sitting in Mars. Elon Musk is just over there right now. What's happening, man? Okay, so that being said, hope this helped you guys a little bit. Hope it was engaging. Again, I'm going to be showing up, okay? All you got to do for yourself is show up too. Your action items should be, hope you listed down the stages that I have shared. Write down what you're afraid of the most in each stage and where you lack knowledge. Start building on it, okay? Start preparing already. Figure out at which stage you are in right now and start maximizing on that stage, okay? The world has a lot of free information. You can simply go on YouTube. You can simply go on Google and just get the real information and start moving forward. That being said, hope it added a lot of value to your journey. I'm here to help you. If you have any questions, as I As you may know, I'm the founder of Connected Education, where we simplify the entire journey of international students who want to study abroad. We help you with your admissions, visa, and career development with the single goal to help you make successful when you move abroad. That's what I'm here. That's what my team is here for. And we've been doing that back to back. Okay. That being said, hope you have a wonderful night. Thanks for tuning in today and staying with me for the last possibly 40 minutes. That's insane. Okay. Love you guys. Ciao. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.